What's
What
going on?
up? Whose head's behind the TV? Is that like Luke Bryan or something?
It's Jason Aldean. That thing has traveled with me multiple states.
No, the
And
other
then there's
one,
a Kenny Chesney
Kenny
stand up.
Chesney. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Got all that stuff, things that you're like, I should get rid of this, but I'll just keep it.
Never.
No, I mean, I'm notorious for having just junk all over my office.
What if you need to execute like the Home Alone scene where you need to look like you've got plenty of people in the house? You'll need those.
It's how people think I'm actually working. I just have them sit at my desk while they walk through the windows looking through. Dude, congratulations. New album out Friday. Cannot wait.
Bro, thank you very much, man. I'm so pumped about this record being out.
I bet. Born Lonely out Friday. How long did it take you to write this, put this all together?
Man, I probably started I think I wrote Born Lonely. That would have been maybe a year and a half-ish ago, something like that. It was actually done right before my last EP. And yeah, as a songwriter, you kind of fall into the trap sometimes of thinking the last thing you wrote's the best thing you wrote.
Yeah.
And I really love that song, and I thought we ought to be cutting it, but I got a little pushback from some people, and so we didn't cut it. And I thought that was maybe because with a little bit of perspective I could see, but the farther I got from that song, the prouder I was of it, and the more I wanted to play it, um, and then that song just ended up being the bell cow for the rest of this project. And I probably finished writing it 3 or 4 months ago, and then got the mixes back 6 weeks ago, and so I've been counting down the days, man.
I'll do it. Bet. Well, I mean, the tattoo. When did you get the Born Lonely tattoo? How long have you had that one?
I guess I guess I got that in January or February. I got that
Okay.
earlier this year. Yeah. So yeah, man, honestly, I was planning on doing that after I'd written the song. I had that idea for that lone wolf tattoo, and I thought, this song means that much to me. I feel like I wrote a
Yeah.
thousand songs to write that song. And so we had that scheduled, and then we were like, we should film it and do like a visualizer music video for when that song gets teased. And I was like, cool. And so we did, and then it ended up we got some cool stills from the set, and it ended up being the album artwork. We didn't really plan it that way. It just kind of worked out. So
Is it nice when that actually happens? When something works out and you're not sitting there picking and choosing left and right?
yeah, I mean, I think, and it comes from, in this situation, this whole record is kind of that way because it kind of came from it's kind of a crystallized idea. So then it was easier to come up with the visuals and things like that because everything was like uh, it was part of like one whole. It wasn't like creating something to go along with something else. It was like helping you create the sound in the song was helping to create the visual as opposed to like trying to match something or something like that.
Yeah. And Breaking in Boots, the singles, fantastic, climbing up the charts. Is that a true story? I know we talked about this before, but
Hmm.
the Breaking in Boots, is there a story behind that song?
Oh man, so I'm at Red Door in Nashville, and I was watching the game, having a beer or two, and I see this girl over by the Touch Tunes, and she's just so hot, man. She's like the prettiest girl I'd ever seen, uh, to that point. And I was, yeah, I was like, okay. I looked, and she had on a pair of boots that were just almost identical to mine. And I said, okay, well, I got something to say. I'll compliment our boots. And for some reason, bro, I decided to tab out instead of going right up to her. And I tabbed out, but when I went over there, she was gone. And I looked
Wow.
in the rest of the bar, and she was gone. I went next door. She was gone. And I just was like, oh, you fumbled the bag.
And you
You
haven't seen her since.
never seen her since. Don't know who she is. In my mind, I keep building her up. I should start thinking that she's a terrible person, so it doesn't hurt so bad that I felt like I missed out. But
She was probably absolutely awful.
she was terrible,
She
bad
went to
breath.
the touch tunes by herself. She couldn't even do it on her phone.
Yeah, exactly. Walked
Yeah.
up to the yeah, exactly. What
Yeah.
kind of rube does that?
That
Uh,
is rookie.
that's right. As rookie as tabbing out before you ask somebody to buy him a drink, But anyway, so yeah, dude, I go to next day. I'm still like, dude, I mean, I'm butthurt about it. Like, I go into the writers' room the next day. I'm telling the story, and my buddy Ben Stennis goes, "Well, I got this idea. I just don't really know what the song's about." He said, "But the song's called like breaking in boots, like your heart's breaking while you're in your boots. Get it? And I was like, yeah, I got it. And, and so we wrote the song. We wrote the song then, and man, really, it's pretty much as soon as we got it done, we sent it off, to my brain trust on listening to music, and with the exception of like a couple little parts that I've subsequently fixed on the next mix, it was like it was pretty unanimous that it was going to be the first single, because
Yeah.
we knew we wanted to go with tempo. We knew we were going to drop a single in like wintertime, and that you know, I just knew I needed tempo for a show, honestly, because
Right.
Pray for You changed my life. It's a ballad, Everywhere But On. Our other number one is like a mid tempo, but it's not like an up tempo. And so, we were looking to fill that space, and then to do it with a song like that comes from that real of a place. And um, it just kind of felt like a no brainer. And luckily everybody agreed. And yeah, man, it's been fun watching it do its thing, bro. It's been great.
It, it's exciting to have you back on the radio. There's no doubt about it. But your album comes out Friday, Born Lonely. Check it out, and hopefully you're gonna be in town soon.
I think I am going to be in town soon. As a matter of
Yeah,
fact, I think I just heard maybe the end of summer, something like that. So
something like that. Hopefully we'll get that done.
absolutely. Sounds
All
great.
right, brother. Hey, Matt. Thanks, man.
All right, Marty, see you.
Hey, bye, dude.